for being here today. I'm Jennifer Reisig. I'm the Executive Director of the WNCC Foundation and the Race Director of the Monument Marathon. Planning is well underway for the 2019 Monument Marathon, which this year will be held on September 28th. Our start time for the full and the half marathon are at 7:30, and the 5K starts at 8 o'clock. We will be doing the same course as we did. This is our 8th annual full and half marathon, so the same course for the 8th year and the 4th annual 5K. And we are this year celebrating the 100th anniversary of the Scottsbluff National Monument. The monument obviously is our namesake, and we are very excited to celebrate with them this year. And none of this would be possible without the support of our entire community, and especially our title sponsor for the 8th year in a row, Platte Valley Companies. And I'd like to introduce Hod, the Director and CEO of Platte Valley Companies, and let him say a few words.
Thank you very much, and we're excited again to be part of this really wonderful event for our communities. You know, it's not often you find so many good things that come together with a single event. We're able to showcase the natural beauty of our region. We're able to show the sincere friendliness of our volunteers and of our communities as a whole. We're able to bring people in from all over the country and all in different places in the world to see our area and enjoy our area. We have when you talk about our race teams that go out and help the runners and stay with those runners as they're going, there's no more caring group of people that stay with those runners to the very end. And we hear that time and time again. You know, this is just the best place. This is just the best place. And then you combine all that with a great organization. This is extremely well organized, very, very well run. We hear that year in and year out that this place just rocks. You come in, you get set up, you go, it all works, and that doesn't just happen. It takes a lot of work, a lot of planning, a lot of commitment by a lot of people, but year in and year out, we are willing to do that. We are able to do that. And then what happens after this race? Well, we're able to come together and showcase West Nebraska Community College, a tremendous resource for this whole region, and the scholarships that come from this take people's lives a place they probably never thought they'd be. It gives them a future, gives them the ability to be productive citizens in our country, and all in one event. Where do you get more than that? Not many places, not very often. So we are so proud to be part of this. We're proud to be volunteers. We're proud to be sponsors. And we look forward to many, many years of this and this great marathon. And we appreciate all who participate and those who are our sponsors and our volunteers. Just couldn't do it without them. And what I say every year is please remind everyone that our runners will be out on the roads here soon and participating in their training for this event. And let's be cognizant of them on our roads and be safe. So thank you all very, very much. We're honored to be part of it.
As Hod said, this could not happen without a huge team of people. We have people who work throughout the year, our steering team, our race crew, and our foundation staff. So I'd like to introduce those that are here today. Howard Olson is Emeritus Director and past President of the WNCC Foundation. Doug Southard from the Star-Herald is on our steering committee, and Brad Stamen as well. Those are three people who are here today from our Monument Marathon Steering Committee. They provide just such a valuable resource to us. And then we have a race crew that throughout the year, they are people who are more involved on the actual race side of it. Many of them are runners, and they give us valuable insight as far as the logistics of the race. And we don't have anybody here from the race crew today, but we really appreciate them and all the help that they give us. And then, of course, the foundation staff. Charlotte Preston is our executive secretary. Kristen Wiebe is our major gifts officer. And then our two new foundation staff that are here today. Mary Sheffield is our new alumni director, and Alina Hahn is our new program and giving coordinator. So, and we work throughout the year on this, but we could not do it without the help of so many other people. A little bit about last year's race. We had 480 runners last year. Many of them were repeat runners, and then we had new runners as well. We had a pretty large contingent from Florida, as well as runners from Boston, and international runners from Canada and from Germany last year. Runners ranged in age from 7 to 78 in 2018, and in 2019 we already have registrations from runners in Colorado, in Maine, California, Hawaii, Tennessee, Wisconsin, and a few other states, and of course Nebraska and Wyoming as well. So we already have a lot of people coming from outside of the area to our race, and we could not do this without the community coming together. It takes almost 300 volunteers to make this race happen. That includes medical personnel, CERT, law enforcement, we have course marshals, we have aid stations, bike marshals, in addition to those people that I already talked about. And Hod mentioned as well the foundation and our mission. We support students and programs at WNCC. We promote the local workforce, economic development, and quality of life, primarily through our support of programs and scholarships for students. In addition to that, the marathon promotes a healthy lifestyle and an active and vibrant community. It gives something that we all can come together and do together to make our whole community better and healthier. So now I would like to introduce our panelists. Our panelists are here today. As I mentioned, we are partnering with the Scottsbluff National Monument for their 100th anniversary, and Kayla Gasker is here from the Scottsbluff National Monument. She's a park ranger and the coordinator of the Centennial. Tyler Sandberg is here. He ran the 2018 half marathon and is a fourth-time Monument Marathon sponsor with Sandberg Implement. And then Maria Hernandez, and Maria ran the half marathon in 2014 and 2018, and she's an employee of Platte Valley Companies. So I'm going to give each of them a chance to tell a little bit about themselves and then your involvement with the marathon. Okay?
Like Jennifer said, thank you. My name is Kayla Gasker, the Park Ranger and Centennial Coordinator at Scottsbluff National Monument. We are really excited to be involved this year in the 2019 Monument Marathon. Both the half marathon and the full marathon, those routes come through sections of the parkland, through the Badlands that we like to call them. And so runners get a unique glimpse of the bluff in kind of a 360 view as they go through Mitchell Pass, just like the pioneers did, and then they come through the Badlands for a complete 360 view of the bluff, and that's really unique from what I've told. I'm not a runner, but from what I'm told from other marathon routes. So we're really excited to be involved, to have an additional presence being our 100th anniversary. And it's really exciting for our employees to have the water station out there for the runners as they're coming through, give them one, last push of encouragement. And it's not something that the pioneers necessarily had. They didn't have relief station on their journey west, but we can provide that for the marathon runners, and we're really excited to be involved. And it's a year-long process of marketing and getting the word out there to all the states and all the runners, and I have a feeling 2019 is going to be monumental.
Thank you.
I'm Tyler Sandberg from Sandberg Implement, and we're happy to be able to support the marathon. It's really a hallmark event in the community, and we happen to be located right on the race course. So it's a perfect opportunity for us to get involved in such a great activity, a great community event. And I'd seen it for several years and always kind of wanted to do it. I wouldn't consider myself a runner, but I did a half marathon about 5 years ago, and last year I thought, this is an opportunity to give myself a goal for something to train for. So I did run, use that term loosely, the half marathon last year. So it's really fun to see from both sides, both supporting as a volunteer in past years, and then getting to take advantage of that support as a runner last year was really neat. And what all the runners say about how friendly everyone is absolutely true. It's fantastic to be on that race course and be encouraged the whole way. And so I had a great time. I'm considering another run. I've got a very low bar set for myself, so I should be able to do it.
Good morning. My name is Maria Hernandez. I work here at Valley Bank, and I'm a personal banker. I've been with the company for almost 12 years. Originally, well, I'm from the Philippines, so that considered me. I'm running from other countries.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm from the Philippines. So I moved here in Scottsbluff in 1992, and it's been a great community. And I have 5 kids, 4 boys and 1 girl. And my passion is to run. I run the marathon in 2014. I did very well, I think, for turning 50. I was 50 at that time. So I ran in 2 hours, 2 minutes, and 11 seconds. So I was going to run it again the following year. I couldn't because I was in a car accident. I literally broke my left foot, broke my ribs, hurt my clavicle. I mean, name it, I had it. But so I started training again and everything, and I did run it again last year. I was not very happy about my time. I think I was focusing that I'm going to do it in less than 2 hours. But that shouldn't be the issue. You should just go ahead and run, enjoy it, and finish it. Either you can finish it 3 hours or 4 hours. As long as you finish it, then that's you reach your goal. And like I said, that's my passion is to run. And I had a mild heart attack in 2007. And that is like, it keeps me going to really, to be active. I do the kickboxing, I run a marathon, just exercise. I love to dance, so I dance every day for 4 hours. And also, out of the family, I'm the only one that actually lived a little bit longer. My parents passed away when they were in the 40s. My dad passed away in 42 years old. My mom passed away in 45 with a heart problem and high blood pressure. So my goal is that I'm going to live a little longer and live my life healthy, which is doing the running and everything. That is the key. Keep yourself, going and eat right. I don't know if it's eating right or like enchiladas or fried rice. But that is my food that I cook. Believe me, it's like just eat more of it. Don't eat that. Certain things. But like I said, I'm the crew. I mean, the marathon crew. I struggled last year. I was doing fine, and then I was finishing the 10 mile. The 10 miles that killed me. I started cramping and everything, and I just landed on my left side, and that was so hard for me because see all these runners passing me by, and the crew is just like, you're going to do good, let's just go ahead and do this and do that. And it was so good. And then 10 minutes passed, I start running again, and then it dropped again. Just a cramp on my legs. It's just horrible. And the crew was like, you're going to have to go take you to the emergency room. And I said, no, you're not taking me to the emergency room. They said, you're having a heart attack. I said, no, I'm having a cramp. So it was like, so they fixed it, and literally they did not leave me. Those crews that riding the bike, they were there all the way with me, and then I dropped again for the 3rd times, and they told me I can't run anymore. And I said, if I have to walk it, I'm going to finish my goal, and I did. And it's a little bit, over 3 hours, but the key is finish, do your best and do your goal, and you'll be good. Instead for that. That's how I see it.
It was very touching to watch Maria run up the finish chute and have the bike marshals on either side of her, and that she was able to have that support. And that's just a huge shout out to our entire community and the support. And they come around our runners, whether they're from right here or whether they're from across the world. The community comes and supports our runners, and we just appreciate that. And so as a community, we just encourage everyone to get involved in this race, and there's some great opportunities. So now I want to open it up to the media. If you have any questions for myself, for Hod, or for our panelists, we'd love to answer your questions.
What kind of avenues have you used to promote this worldwide out to the running public that are out there that are the enthusiasts who take part in it?
We, the Scottsbluff Area Visitors Bureau, they support us with a marketing grant, and we use that to put an ad in the Runner's World magazine as well as Colorado Runner magazine. So that is one avenue for getting out there. Of course, anymore with social media, it's very easy to get the word out. So we do Facebook ads, and we've just started doing YouTube ads, and we can target our Facebook ads around the country. And the last ad I did, we actually targeted it for around the world. And we select specifically people who are interested in running. This year, I'm also selecting people who are interested in history because of the 100th anniversary of the monument. You know, there might be a family member of a runner who sees that, they're interested in coming and seeing the national park, and they have a runner friend that they want to bring with them. So, and we find that every time we put one of those ads out, our registrations go up at that time. So we're definitely seeing some impact from those. We also have, we go to area expos, so we're going to an expo in Lincoln and Fort Collins this weekend, getting the word out about the marathon there, as well as in Deadwood. And then we have posters that we take, magnets, our race crew helps us get the word out. So a lot of different ways that we market this outside the area. Sheep Creek Films did some videos for us, so those are what we use for a lot of our ads, as well as a lot of pictures like you're seeing on the screen today.
And I know from speaking to runners from out of the area who come here, word of mouth is a big part of it too.
It is a big part of it. A friend or a family member, someone that has a tie to the area, often is telling someone from outside of the area, and we do track that. We track how runners are hearing about it so that we can make sure that we're marketing it the most effectively.
Is there anything special that runners or guests can experience with it being the centennial of the monument?
Kayla, do you want to?
We'll have centennial stickers in all of the runners' swag bags, and it's also just great for families that, or runners' families that come, that they can get into the park and they can kind of explore after, before the marathon. Hopefully they're staying overnight, they're going out to eat in the area, you know, boosting the economy in that way. And so, but as of right now, we don't have anything specific planned. I think we are going to have some living history, some of our volunteers dressed up in some pioneer outfits for presenting the medals and things like that on the finish line to kind of bring home the capture your pioneer spirit that you'll see on a lot of the marketing. So just reminding people, we'll have a continued presence. We'll have that water relief station out in the Badlands and get some additional signs and different hype around the 100th. I'm debating, and I think one of our staff was going to do the 5K and walk with those balloons. It's like 100, just walk with 100 balloons. But she hasn't registered quite yet. She just had a baby, so we'll see. But yeah, just assisting with the marketing, and we'll see what we can pull together. So stay tuned.
And we have the Health Expo the day before the race, so it's on the 27th of September at the Civic Center this year, and that's from noon to 8 that day. We do shuttle rides to the top of the bluff during that time, so runners who are here and have family here, we really encourage them to come to the Expo. There's a lot of different booths that highlight many of the great services in our community. Any other questions?
Hope you'll consider dressing hot up in one of your...
You got Herb Scott beard or something.
When's the first price increase?
The first price increase is June 1st.
You know, one of the really neat things that the full marathons get to see is go to the Wildcat Hills Nature Center first thing in the morning, and it's gorgeous up there. They are blown away by the activities that are around the center and how beautiful it is, and so and a number of them come back to really take a good look at it after the race is over or on their way home. So we really do showcase the really great beauty, and it's fun to be the starter up there. I remember the first year I said, the good, really good news is that we've never lost, a runner to a mountain lion. And I said, unfortunately, this is our first race. So last year I said, you don't need to worry about the mountain lions. Don't even worry about those. I said the rattlesnakes have chased them all along. So anyway, you got to give them a little. They're all excited and scared and whatever, but it really does showcase the vistas up there, and then coming down into the valley is really something. So it is a truly unique experience for these runners. So thank you to all of you for doing such a great job, because that's really what it's. Beauty is one thing. Organization is key to them. It truly is. So.
Well, a final thank you again to our panelists for being here. I guess, any last words from any of you?
No, I think, and you mentioned the Health Expo, and I've gone actually the last several years, but every single out-of-town person that I've met at that event, enjoyed spaghetti, sitting across the table. There was a couple from Vermont last year, and I remember they came here because of the monument, of the terrain. It was novelty for them, but they had nothing but awesome things to say about the race staff and the community in general while they were here, and I'm sure that carried through the race day for them. People come out here for the vistas, but find out how great the community is, and that's what this event has really done to showcase this panhandle, and then what we have in Scottsville Gearing and with the monument. So.
Yeah, I would say, last year was my first time seeing it all in action, and I was out at the water station in the Badlands, and their comments just while they're running, this is awesome, you all are so friendly, this is incredible, and the organization of it is really incredible, and just I would encourage just more of the community to get involved. If you live along the route and want to get a team of cheerers together and cheer on those runners, it's a lot of fun, and we'll have beautiful weather. I've already scheduled that, so just get involved, and this is a great thing for the community, for economic impact, for community involvement and engagement, and showcase all the beautiful things that are here in western Nebraska.
Thank you. And I'd like to thank a few of our sponsors, our top sponsors, of course, Platte Valley Companies. They're our title sponsor. Regional West is our finish line sponsor. Kelly Bean is our timing sponsor. The Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association is our healthcare sponsor. Box Butte General Hospital is our full start line sponsor. City of Gearing Keno is our half start line sponsor. BNSF Railroad is our 5K sponsor. Scottsbluff County Area Visitors Bureau, our marketing sponsor, and Flyover Brewing Company, our after party sponsor. We have many more sponsors than that. We have Water and Aid Station. We have mile marker sponsors. All of those sponsors can be seen out on our website, monumentmarathon.com. If you want to volunteer for the race, go to the volunteer tab on at monumentmarathon.com to sign up as a volunteer. And as we already mentioned, price increase. The first price increase is on June 1st. So you have this entire month to register for the race at the lowest price it's going to be this year. And again, huge thank you to Platte Valley Companies for hosting us today in their new community room.